Hello, Canada, and welcome to our annual mock draft. It's the extremely rare, hopefully one time only, October edition. James Duthie lonely in studio, but not lonely for long. We live in the age of virtual events, and few more virtual than this, because over the next 30 minutes, our Director of Scouting, Craig Button, will make 31 picks for 25 teams virtually, and it will be virtually impossible for him to get them all right. But number one, I think pretty good chance he's going to nail this one. Let's start there, Craig. Who do the Rangers take?
Yeah, it's Alexis Lafreniere. He's elite complete in every single regard, and he's going to be an offensive force. Yes, right from the get-go. He's that good. He's ready to contribute to a New York Rangers team that is on the rise. And when we talk about his ability to command the game, he does it competitively. He does it with his brain. He does it with his skills. And from his first day in the Quebec League, he was a force. From his first day in the National Hockey League, that force will just increase. And for the Rangers winning the lottery, this is the big prize.
He has been number one in almost everything the last 3 years. The number one pick in the Q in 2017, the top rookie in the CHL in 18, the number one player in the CHL in 2019, the top player in the World Juniors in 2020, top player in the CHL again in 20, and the number one pick in the mock draft. And his certain selection will end a 4-year drought for Canadians at the top of the draft. The last Canadian to go number one, Connor McDavid, in 2015. And the Rangers drafting first overall for the first time in franchise history after picking second overall last year for the first time in the history of the modern draft. Craig, the LA Kings are at number 2. The last time they had the second overall pick, they chose Drew Doughty, and that helped them win a couple of Stanley Cups. So it's a critical pick for them. Who do they grab at number 2?
Quinton Byfield of the Sudbury Wolves, a player who I feel plays the game in a similar fashion to LA Kings center Anze Kopitar. And he's one of the youngest players entering the draft, just turned 18 in August. But his abilities and his skills are really unique for a big man. And I really believe that he's scratching the surface of how good he can be. And if you're going to be an Anze Kopitar type, why not learn under the guiding hand of Anze Kopitar?
And if he's picked second or third overall in the draft, Byfield will become the highest drafted black player in NHL history, surpassing number 4 overall picks Evander Kane in 2009 and Seth Jones back in 2019. And now to number 3. That's just the pick the Ottawa Senators received from San Jose in the Erik Karlsson trade, and the first of, barring trade, and there likely will be one, 7 selections in the first 2 rounds for the Sens. That ties the record set by the 74 Montreal Canadiens and the 1998 Colorado Avalanche. But again, unlikely to make all 7 selections. We figure there might be a trade somewhere along the way. Critical draft for the Sens, Craig. Who do they start it out with at number 3?
Tim Stutzle from Germany. The Patrick Kane clone with that elite creative playmaking ability. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. We have him down as a center left wing. He's going to be a number 1 center. His ability to distribute the puck, his ability to make plays, he just makes everybody around him better. He excelled as a 17 and 18-year-old in the German Pro League. He is very close to being able to play in the National Hockey League and contribute, much like Lafreniere, right from the get-go. The Ottawa Senators are looking for this kind of top-end skill. Tim Stutzle provides it.
Yeah, you talk about his all-around ability. Central Scouting rated him a 10 out of 10 for skating. To number 4, Detroit now, highest pick they've had in 30 years. Now, they passed on Quinn Hughes at number 6 in 2018. Do they try to avoid a similar mistake this year, Craig?
Oh, I would say definitely. And Jamie Driedsdale of the Erie Otters, the right shot defenseman who I project as a number 1 defenseman in the National Hockey League. I don't do that very often, but Jamie's ability to play in every single situation in the game and excel in those situations, you simply don't find players like this. We see Alex Pietrangelo, a top player in the unrestricted free agent market. You see what he's been able to do for the St. Louis Blues in his career. Jamie Drysdale can do very similar things, and the Detroit Red Wings would love to have a player like this.
Member of the OHL First All-Rookie team in 2018-19 and the OHL First All-Star team in 2019 and 20. To the Ottawa Senators again now at number 5. Not only have they never had 2 picks in the top 5, Craig, they've never had the number 5 pick. So it's history times 2. Who do they grab there?
Well, I've debated long and hard between Marco Rossi, the playmaking center, and Lucas Raymond. But with the emergence of Josh Norris as a real good second-line center, I'm going with Lucas Raymond, the Mitch Marner clone from Frölunda in the Swedish League. And he has similarities to Mitch Marner that are really, really eerie for me. His elusiveness, his ability to make plays in traffic with opponents on his hip and kind of draped all over him. And where you don't think he has a play, he always thinks he has a play. That creative playmaking, you add him to Stotzla, we're looking at 2 highly skilled players added to the group in Ottawa.
He likes that comparison with Marner as well. This is a quote from Lucas Raymond. I'd say I'm a mix between Mitch Marner and Artemi Panarin. Sens fans would like both of those comparisons. I really like watching those 2 guys play. Raymond scored a hat trick, including the golden goal when Sweden beat Russia in the 2019 World U18 Championship. All right, so let's review the top 5. No surprises, really. Lafreniere, Byfield, and Stutzla at 1, 2, and 3. Driedsdale to Detroit at number 4. Lucas Raymond to Ottawa at number 5. Now, 3 of Craig's top 4, as you can see, Canadian. Canada last produced 3 of the top 4 draft picks in 2015 when McDavid went number 1, Dylan Strome number 3, and Mitch Marner at number 4. All right. Craig, take us through these picks you have at 6 through 9.
Well, Jake Sanderson, elite skating defenseman, top pair projection to the Anaheim Ducks. Cole Perfetti, who reminds me so much of Artemi Panarin, I gave him a 6 out of 5 on Hockey Sense. That's how brilliant he is on the ice. Marco Rossi, the elite playmaking center from the Ottawa 67s, first European-born player to lead the OHL in scoring. And Anton Lundell, the Finnish pivot. What a nice fit he'd be for the Minnesota Wild to replace the departed longtime Finn Mikko Koivu.
Now, Anton Lundell's dad, Jan, is a former professional netminder and HIFK goalie coach. The 46-year-old suited up beside Anton as HIFK's emergency backup goalie for a game this past season and was inserted into play late in the game, becoming the oldest goalie in Liga history. It was a memorable moment for both father and son. Now, with Minnesota taking Lundell at number 9, that keeps so-called Winnipeg from taking a Finnish player with its first pick for the 4th time in 5 years. So we ask you, Craig Button, who do the Jets take at number 10?
The local kid, Seth Jarvis of the Portland Winterhawks. And the similarities to the Tampa Bay star Braden Point are really, really right there. And his abilities to make plays in traffic, his abilities to see all kinds of different opportunities and then be able to execute on them. Yeah, like Braden Point in his draft year, he's not the biggest of players. But when you consider what he's capable of doing with that magic in his hands and the brilliant mind and the vision, and the Winnipeg Jets with Mark Scheifele as their number 1 center, what an ideal fit for a number 2 center in Seth Jarvis.
And really boosted his stock, averaging 2.6 points per game after Christmas to finish 2nd overall in WHL scoring. Let's review 6 through 10. Jake Sanderson's father, Jeff, of course, selected in 1990 by Hartford, went on to score 355 goals in the NHL. And Cole Perfetti had a game for the ages against Sweden in the 2019 Ivan Halinka. 2 goals during regulation time and then 3 for 4 in the shootout to give Canada the victory over Sweden.